Here's the graph. G of x equals -3 cotangent to x. If it helps you, you can write the letters above it. A cotangent B x. Remember, there's no C value because there's no parentheses, and there's no D value because there's just no number, like +6, -3, right? Remember, this is multiplication, that's why it's your A value. So A value of -3. Class, does that mean we have an amplitude of -3? No. Our B value? 2. Class, what equation do I use for the period?
I over B.
So I'm going to have my period to be what?
Pi over 2.
Pi over 2. You can also list if you wanted. C, there is none because there is no phase shift. Phase shift just means left or right. No parentheses. D value, none. We call that a vertical shift. None. Partner B, tell partner A. What am I going to put between this inequality? Travis, what are we putting between 0 and pi?
2x.
Everything to the right. So if I divide this by 2, our starting point is what?
0.
We're going to start at 0. X less than or equal to over 2. That's our end. Using your straight edge. Tell me your values here, Maritza. Here? 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 And here. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Got those as your fractions. Good. I'm going to write these down as my x values. 0, pi over 8, pi over 4, 3 pi over 8, and pi over 2. And essentially what you're doing is you're making a table of values, and we're kind of just doing all the points all at once. That's what essentially what we're doing. I have x. Class, what do I do with this 2? What do you do? Multiply by 2. Christian, when I multiply by 2 here, you're putting the x value there, 2 times that value. What do you get here?
0. Pi over 4. Pi over 2. 3 pi over 4.
And then next, we're going to find cotangent at that value. We're about cotangent at 0. Pi over 4. So here is our unit circle. Rebel, what's the order pair right there? So my origin is 0, 0.
Oh, 0, 1, 0.
1, 0. Rebel, cotangent is which 2 letters? Cotangent is which 2 letters? To know? X over y. So Rebel, what is x over y? 1 over 0. And how would you simplify 1 over 0? That'll be undefined. Then now, cotangent at pi over 4. Louis, cotangent at pi over 2. Brittany, cotangent at 3 pi over 4.
Negative 1.
And cotangent at pi. Greta. Now, if you recognize what we're doing, we're just using the order of operations. So now I'm going to multiply by negative 3. Multiply these values by negative 3. Ashley, number 1.
Undefined. Negative 3. 0. 3. Undefined.
Let's graph it. I recognize that my graph that I have is 0 here, so that's where my y-axis goes. Make your own scale. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Negative 3. I like to graph the asymptotes first. I'll graph those in orange. So at 0 you have an asymptote. And at pi over 2, and then we just simply graph these. So at pi over 8, negative 3. Pi over 4 is 0. 3 pi over 8, 3. And then pi over 2 is the undefined. Remember, for tangent and cotangent, they have this. Those 3 points are going to be kind of like in a straight line. And then you pick your favorite color. Blue. And you're looking to graph the snake. And you just graph t of x equals negative 3 cotangent 2x.